Well, good morning, team. Well, it is over here. It's actually Easter morning. So I was looking for, sometimes I put the masks on and I was looking for the bunny ears, but there's none there to play with. So, if anybody knows where to find those. I tried and had a whole lot of the other funny stuff, but no bunny ears. So, anyway. We are day 5, yay, of the going long on the Dr. Longo FMD, fasting mimicking diet. It's actually been really easy this time, I've got to say. This is the third one that I've done. We're on the final day. You know, Tuesday, which is usually the day that's going to be a little difficult when you're switching tanks from carb to keto or fat as your fuel, as you start going into ketosis. And it's been pretty easy. Energy-wise today, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling the best I have actually all week. Do I feel hungry? I feel like I'd like to eat something. Is it a hunger? It's not a hunger, it's more of a wanting some stimulation basically and getting that buzz, the same as you do with booze, for example, right? So that's more of what it is. Of course, I had a little weigh-in beforehand, but I'm happy with the results. We've got today to go. So last weigh-in is tomorrow, but the diet finishes today. So let's weigh in. Okay, here we go. Now, we started at the beginning of the week and I checked the video from day 1, was 77 kilos with the gear on. So I'm gonna jump on now and have a look. So I get on gently. Okay, before it was 75. Somehow I've put on 200 grams. So we've got 16.1% and 75.2. Now you might not be able to see that. So what I'm gonna do is, just to make sure, I'm gonna get off and I'm quickly gonna, damn, hang on. I'll try one more time. Otherwise you're just gonna trust me. So jump on again. Oh, we lost weight. We're now 75.1. 75.1. You just got it, right? 75.1. So there's some proof. Fat levels. Let me just check percentage of body fat. Oh, now it's got me at 75 as I've just jumped back on again. So I'm going to call 75 on this, and 16.3%. 16.3% on the bioimpedance, give or take 1 or 2% on that. So that's the results and the weight. So we're 2 kilos down. It's saying 75 now. Anyway, you're just going to trust me. So we're 2 kilograms down on the weight, which is interesting. Last time, this is what I forgot to tell you. Last time when I did this a few months ago, like I do it every 3 months as a sort of a servicing your car type of trick. And for those listening for the first time, what happens is on day 3, they're about 700 times. Percent. So 6 to 7 times stem cell production, right? Which is really important because that's all about the longevity part. And, of course, you're clearing out a bunch of toxins and so on with a lot of the senescent cells or sick cells that are just taking up space and doing nothing for you. They get cleared out because the other cells, the young, vibrant, hungry ones, go and eat them. So they kind of get eaten, as well as cells that are weak will also go into that stage of what they call apoptosis happens, where they kind of suicide, they switch off and die, and so they get eaten. So you clear those out. Now, as they're going out, there's room that's made from the trillions of cells that we have for new ones. So stem cells, so the stem cell production goes up, right? And that's great because you want those brand new vibrant cells becoming a blood cell or a muscle cell or whatever cell in your body And that means that you are renewing. And so you're slowing down the aging process, right? So it's a pretty damn healthy thing to do. Apart from the fact that a side benefit is that you're actually losing fat off your system as well. So I'm down 2 kilos. Now the difference from last time was when I've done this in the past, foolishly or not, they tell you when you're doing FMDs not, or fasting really, don't go heavy on working out. And I still kept to my routine, and so an extra kilo or so came off. Especially the last time I did this, I got rid of about 3 kilos. So I'm 2 kilos down, and I know it because I can see it around my tummy, which is the only place really that I put any weight on these days. It's usually around the gut, below the belly button. And so that's where we're at with the weight. Now, let's do a blood check and a keto check, huh? All right, let's go just check the keto is working. It is, and it's ready to roll. And I'm gonna do that fun thing that every diabetic has to do. It's never fun, and it's like, yay, that was fun. Okay, let's get the switch on the glucometer here as I plug in the strip. And it's amazing how the capillary action kind of sucks the blood down the stick. Okay, I think we're good. It's measuring. 2, 1. Whoa, we're right down. 4.1. Damn it. 4.1's the score. You can see there. So we're really low on the blood sugar here at day 5, which is interesting. So yeah, 4.1 puts me down around like 60 to 70 or something on the other scale. So let's check the keto. Yesterday we were about 13.9 or something, I think it was. So okay, let's give this a crank. Here we go. Just make sure everything's working. Measure, ready. Yep. Choose your ketonics, refresh. Just doing it. Oh God, have I done this wrong now? Ready? Okay. No, can't see it. Okay, give me a moment. We had it all set up. Hate it when that happens. Happy Easter, Pete. What are you doing there for Easter Friday? So looking for device. It's not finding it. Let's have a look here. All right, I'm going to pull the battery out and put it back in again. And then while that's setting up, we'll go through what we're going to be eating for the final, yeah, kind of pinprick kind of hurt, for the final day. Okay, you can see it now. It's flashing, yep. Looking for device. That's the one, measure. Saying it's ready, we'll give it a crack. Okay, so breath almost out. Now, was it actually registering? So I pumped that out. We're checking. No, I don't think it did. All right, so what I'm going to do is kill the app, bring the app back on. Wow, still got a sore finger. All right, no jokes from you, Pete. Checking again. Is it picking up the device? Refresh. That's getting annoying. It was all working fine before. It says it's warming up. All right, so what it's doing, it's warming up, as it says. Because the keto measure is an important one. Let's see what we're eating today. Okay, here we go. Day 5, what have we got? Prolon FMD. Of course, once again, we've got the proprietary glycerol mix, L drink. And we're going to put in 170 pounds worth, because that's roughly what I weigh in the imperial measure. We are going to have, let me get the, right, woo, we get sport today. Well, almost. We've got day 5, we've got tea, we've got an L bar, love the L bars. And I have these with my coffee. L bar. Right, which is the proprietary nut-based bar, plant-based, of course. Where all good food comes from, Pete, remember? Then we're going for, we're going to have our alcohol, which is going to be the, let me just get everything out here. Alcohol oil, right? So we've got some omega-3 going on there. So he's making sure, Dr. Longo is making sure he looks after us on the essential vitamins there. And then we've got lunch. Lunch is going to be tomato soup. And this stuff rocks. Remember, he's got an Italian chef that does that stuff. It's the tomato soup with these kale crackers, and these rock. These are actually really good. They're really nice. Right, so that is going to be lunch. With an NR1, one of these babies, right? So some more vitamins and minerals there. So he's making sure we're getting all the right stuff in us. And then we get to have a tea. In fact, we get to have a tea this morning as well. There's also spearmint and lemon tea. And then we're going to have for dinner, day 5, the last day on the diet, minestrone, something nice and Italiano. Okay, so yeah, and what do we got in this thing? So I'll just give you an idea. We've got about 16%, so 4 grams of dietary fiber, about 3 grams of sugars, about 730 milligrams of sodium, 2 grams of fat. It's about 130 calories, of which 20 are from fat. Okay, so that is it for today. And of course, we've got the usual hibiscus that I mix in with the glycerol in this to make sure I've got some sugar going in the body. So, you know, sugar is still essential, as we have too damn much of it, and the processed stuff as well. So that's it. Guys, let me check. It says it's warming up still. I'm going to give the keto one more crack. I'm going to do that. I'm going to switch it off there. I'm going to pull the plug here because it's actually an important read, right? But it was interesting to see that my blood sugar had dropped from the last 4 days. It had been hovering around 5, which is I think about 80, 85 on the old scale. And refresh, looking for the device. Okay, let's do a disconnect. Let's do a complete disconnect. And because this is the one device I want working. And like tech can do, it can play with you a bit. Okay, so it's looking for a device. Now, here we go. Got it plugged in. Do I see a blue light? Give me a blue light. Yep, I do. And let's do a refresh. See if it finds the device. Come on. Yep, it's found it. Okay. Measure. It's going to give me another warm-up cycle again. Home. Okay, yep, that one. Connecting. It's connecting. Okay, it says it's warming up. So, all right, let's give it a couple of minutes to warm up. In the meantime, yes, it's Easter Friday. And, wow, I remember back in Singapore, it was Easter Friday, you didn't get the Monday off. Great thing about Australia is you also get the Monday off, you get Easter Monday, right? So, we've got some stunning weather. It was actually, it started today really overcast and crappy. but she's starting to warm up out there, and we're getting some sun, as you will see for yourself, right? And we've still got a bit of rain. Oh my God, look at that rainbow. Look at that. Isn't that awesome? That's the real deal right there. And I'm just seeing if there's a pot of gold at the end, and I just can't see any pot of gold, I got to be honest with you, right? But a great shot of the rainbow. There it is there. I wonder if FB will catch this on the opening frame. All right, so yeah, lovely rainbow, awesome. And next week, we're going to be having our normal crew, starting with Mindful Monday, where I usually come on and do a session. Then, of course, on Tuesday, we have Tune Up Tuesdays with Dr. Rouse in the house, Pete Rouse, and Anne Weston Murphy, and of course Matt for the foodie nutrition stuff on Wednesday. This is Wednesday this side of the world. And then on Thursday, we have, of course, Matt Athanasio, as usual. Hill.me community, if you want extra information on how to heal and how to stay healthy, there are snippets that I'm doing now on Hill.me, which go for about 5 to 10, kind of 10 minutes, basically. And we are ready for a keto. So that was probably one of the more boring tap dances I've done so far. So hopefully you stayed awake. We're going to measure keto. So I get to near the end of the breath. Okay, it's reading. Whoa, whoa. Wow, we're at 24 on the scale. 24. Cool. So, not a bad reading at all. Really interesting, isn't it? I mean, my sugar was down to 4.1, and we've cranked up on the keto almost too much. We're almost going to head into the yellow area. So you can see that I've really gotten a full state of ketosis at 24 parts per million, which is pretty amazing. So what we're going to do there is do a save, and then we're going to go and analyze, and we're going to refresh. Yep, okay, and you can see how it's continued to head up. So the blue line is the breath ketones part per million. And then you can see the general trend. And so that is where we've ended up, right on the blue line here, is where we're now at with ketone burn. So that's pretty cool, huh? This stuff works as far as getting me into a full state of ketosis. There's no doubt about that. Energy, I said, is fine. And I'm looking forward to having breakfast, mind you. But it's been great. I know I've done a great service to my body for the week. Keto diets are great for a period of time. The same with just about every other diet, apart from maybe the Mediterranean diet, which has been voted by, was it US News, if you trust them like them, the #1 diet across a number of categories. And then, you had your paleos and your ketos and all the other ones way down the list, actually. Vegan, I think, was number 4. But look, being whole food plant-based with fish. So I'm a pescatarian these days, which is what all my genetic analysis comes back to me with, of all different angles that I've done this, as well as my biome. But yeah, fish is good for me. Oily fish, because of the omega-3 and the salmon, happens to be Mediterranean. And then probably taking a paleo touch to that as well, as we learned from Dr. Rouse. So that means no grains, because grains are a recent sort of invention, and the hybrids thereof. And if you're going to be eating red meat, then the product we had 100 years ago, not the one that's been screwed up with all the chemicals and stuff from what we've been spraying on plants, as well as what we've been feeding the animals, and feeding the animals a lot of grains rather than being grass-fed, and hopefully some clean, organic or biodynamic grass, if you can find that. So that's it, guys. Last weigh-in is tomorrow. It'll be a shorter session because we're not going to go through the actual foods because they'll all be gone. And I probably would have lost about another, I would say half a kilo at a guess. We could be at about 74.5 thereabouts. I'll be happy about that. Then it'll be sort of maintaining that, and it'll probably slowly build up again for the next 3 months and back down again. So I'm okay sort of hovering in that zone, but I like to be around my fighting weight is about 75. So I like to keep that nice round number. Have a great Easter. It's Easter Friday, and unfortunately I can't eat any dark chocolate Easter eggs today. That'll have to wait until tomorrow. And do enjoy the rest of your weekend. I'll be back tomorrow, as I said, just to do the final check-in. But have a great morning, evening, day, sleep, sex, dinner, breakfast, lunch, whatever you're doing. But stay right there if you can. Enjoy life right here, right now, today. See you in the next one, guys. Bye.